the other one I want to say what strategies I use in my class. Obviously, I use the technology, I use the gamification, I use all the tools from Web 2.0. I use in my classes different didactic units. In this case, I propose methodology, objectives, evaluations. I put again with my students again in games doing in class, face-to-face activities, online activities. All the time I use this kind of evaluation in my classes.
Concerning tools, I mean, the traditional tools. I use the board, I use like the basic elements, but of course, since we have the chance to, have the television and have some like technology resources, I like to use technological elements. For example, I love to use Google Classroom because that allow me and the students to organize all the activities and elements like in terms of units that the student can follow every time they want to do it, and we can like track the progression of that unit. I love to use GimKit sometimes and Kahoot, which is like this kind of gamification activities, which they are very interesting because we can play, but at the same time we can work on the specific grammar and vocabulary elements that eventually would like to work. And I love to use Flipgrid, especially with my students at Colegio Nueva Granada, because it's a tool that like you can do records on audio or video, and that for the speaking activities are very good because they have the time to prepare what is going to be the task. For example, if they are going to talk about their families, they are going to do a presentation about the things they like, they don't like, or like basic activities of French. So they have the chance to do that, and they develop these like gesture, communicative, voice, fluidity elements. And I love to use that. After that, I just project that in front of everyone or individual learning, and they can receive a feedback.
As a teacher, I identify myself as a facilitator, using the technology as tools, but not as the core or the essence of an English course, in my case. Because I think that technology is excellent, but it cannot replace the interaction with other people, the interaction among students and the interaction of students and teacher. So I think the technology is a complement, but it's not the core, it's not the essence of an English learning process, an English teaching process.